I'm headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me their queen.
My phone only has 4 minutes of recording space.
And yet you're recording. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At least the rain stopped-ish.
Yeah, even the rain stopped there. It was like, get your moment.
I can't miss it because it's so smoky. Look at how it looks on my phone. Looks like it's a bomb or something. Oh my god. Wow. Happy New Year! Out in the rain and the snow. You can't even see my face. Damn. Say Happy New Year.
The light is behind.
Hello beautiful people, Happy New Year. I'm sure by the time you'll be seeing this it will be the end of January 2025, but either way it's still Happy New Year. And for this vlog I just wanted to share some of my reflections going into this new year, because I ended 2024 by turning 30. So hello new decade to me. And it was a time for me to actually reflect on turning 30, and that is because for me 30 is a milestone year, and it has given me the time, or it gave me the time to assess what brings me happiness and what my purpose is, and planning what or how my next decade should look like making plans that will shape my next decade. Oh my gosh, I can't seem to talk. Yeah, and I just wanted to share these reflections here in this vlog. So wow, I do all the random things that I've been doing throughout the beginning of the year to kind of just like prep myself going into 2025. Let's get into some of those reflections. Yeah. So number 1, failures are lessons. Every failure teaches us something valuable. My 20s were filled of that, actually, failing, and I have come to appreciate that now. And it's because of those failures, big and small, that led me to this point, that led me to be shaping life the way I want it. Because if I didn't take the time to learn and reflect, like, oh, what went wrong here, what could I have done better, I wouldn't be going the way I'm going, I think. Number 2, self-care is essential. As you can see, I started out this video by sharing me doing my cleanse using all the products that I got in my Christmas calendar, or some of the products, because I used some of them when I went on my Christmas trip. But self-care is essential, not just for your body but your mind as well. Both your mind and your body are worth prioritizing, and I hope my 30s will be chefed with more self-care, getting into learning how to use different products on myself, body, face, and all of that. But then also taking the time to just sit with my thoughts sometimes, taking the time to properly plan things out. Self-care is essential. Number 3, set boundaries. Because saying no to certain things or certain people is a form of self-respect for yourself. So set boundaries. And in my last decade, this is something that I had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. But setting boundaries helps form the shape of how people should relate to you and how you relate to them, and also how you interact with certain things or situations. So you form this kind of like shape of how you want to be respected or how you want to be treated or taken. So set boundaries. Number 4, friendships evolve, friendships end, friendships begin. Friendships is the circle of life. But prioritize on having quality friendships over quantity friendships. One lesson that was hard for me to learn in the last decade was quantity in friendships or relationships does not matter to an extent. I mean, it does matter, but the quality of that relationship or friendship is what matters more, if I could put it that way. Like, focus more on having quality relationships. Number 5, pace yourself. You're not racing against anyone. Life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So take your time. I always tell my friends or everybody else, like, one step at a time, one day at a time. That's all we can do anyway. It's not like we can live 3 days in one. So just take it as it comes. Pace yourself, one day at a time. Number 6, trust yourself more. In more times than not, your intuition is always right, or is often right. It's mostly right. Your gut feeling. Trust your gut. I mean, sometimes you could just be hungry, or it could be acid reflux, but most of the times, your gut feeling is always right. It tells you where you need to go, where you need to be. Number 7, was it? Manage your money wisely. I think most of us in our 20s is when we meet the challenge of handling money. And by handling money, I mean we get jobs, if we are trust fund people, we now have sort of like a direct access to having our own money. So manage it wisely. Save, budget, stay out of debt, avoid the loans, do whatever it takes to make sure that you are setting yourself on the course of financial stability. And I know how hard this is, because we all don't have an equal access to money. So that's why this is manage your money wisely, because everybody's access to money looks different. What the type of financials I have access to looks different for everybody else. It doesn't look the same as mine. So it is my job to manage what I have access to in the best possible way. Number 8, don't be afraid to start over. I think this was a theme for me in my 20s, not being afraid to start over, learning from how things didn't work out before, and being able to change direction when it was needed. Yeah. So don't be afraid to start over. Sometimes that's what you actually need. Instead of keeping going left, you actually need to stop, go back, and start the journey again. So don't be afraid to start over. Number 9, you are not behind. As I mentioned earlier, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So you're not behind. Everybody is on a different timeline We're all living lives at our own pace. And this is where I will bring in my belief about fate. If something is fated for you, it will definitely come and be yours. And that not just in the way of love and everything else, but if something is yours, it will truly find its way to you. Number 10, seek growth. Stay curious. Be open to learning, It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop for us to acquire knowledge. It doesn't stop that we just learn what we've learned and that's it. No. You have to stay curious. You have to keep going. So seek growth. Number 11, embrace change. Change is the only constant that we have in life. We change days every day. We change clothes. Like, change is something that we're constantly doing. So embrace it, because sometimes you are suddenly in a situation where everything about your whole life has to change. So leave that room for anything can happen. I need to be ready to, shift. I need to be ready to embrace whatever comes my way. I don't know how to put it, but just be ready to embrace change. Number 12, enjoy the present. It's beautiful sometimes just living in the moment that you are in at that time. We always, personally, I grew up in an era, or I grew up in a time where we were encouraged, like, oh, you have like, these are the nice things that we use on certain occasion, or these are the nice clothes that we wear on this occasion. But then we are living life now. The present is happening now. So embrace it. Embrace today. Enjoy today. Buy that dress today. Wear that dress today. Like, be present. Waiting for some day to be happy. You might be waiting to be happy forever. Because when does someday come? Someday could be today. So enjoy today. Number 13, let go of toxicity. Prioritize relationships and friendships, that uplift you. I think at this point, if you're approaching your 30s, or you are in your 30s, we've all been through trauma at this point. And it's time for us to let it go, release, and allow healing. Allow that aura of healing to set in. Let go, release. It's now time for you, to uplift yourself. Let's get out of that toxicity and allow yourself the time to heal. Number 14, invest in yourself. Skill building, education, they're very invaluable. And I know this is hard to, go like, oh yeah, build your skills, have education, because we all don't have the same access or equal. It's not like we have an equal basis to the same opportunities. So it's really hard for all of us to develop the type of skills or have the certain type of education that we want because of resources or opportunities to do these things. But work within your means. I only now have had the privilege, and I call it a privilege, to learn how to swim, because I didn't have that when I was younger. I didn't have the resources or the opportunity to learn then. But now that I do, I'm taking the time to invest in that, to invest in having that survival skill. So when you have the opportunity and the resources, invest in your skills and your education. Number 15, celebrate the small wins. No matter how small, progress deserves recognition, because it's these small wins, it's these small steps that build up into the big thing. So celebrate the small wins. Number 16, This is something that I'm still working on myself. Perfection is a myth. Having the perfect whatever it may be, the perfect life, the perfect job, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect whatever it would be, it's a myth. But it's about working to get things done that leads you to that, that concept of the perfect whatever it is that you're working towards. So getting things done is better than just having this view of like, oh, me, I want things like this because that's the perfect way. But you have to work to get to that concept of what you think is perfection. Number 17, your health is your wealth. So it is very important to build habits that shape your future or shape this journey that we are all on to have this life that we envision for ourselves. So by investing in our health, that is taking care of our bodies, focusing on what we eat or our exercises. And again, I will acknowledge that this depends on how best your resources are to shape this, but because there are people who are in situations where they don't have a choice, but still investing in your health is your wealth. Number 18, express gratitude. Appreciate the journey and the people around you. Love on your people, because these are the people that are included in your journey. These are the people that are working with you. So express your gratitude, show them the love. Number 19, being adaptable always wins. Adaptability wins, because adaptability is what helps you navigate life's challenges, because everything is fine at one moment and then suddenly your whole life is turned upside down. So being adaptable or having the ability to adapt helps you navigate these different life changes. Number 20, dream big. Dream big, because your ambition is what fuels your progress. Don't lose focus on your dreams. Don't lose focus on what you envision for yourself. Keep dreaming. And I know I'm speaking from a point of, you might be thinking, it's easier said than done, it's easier for you, but having ambition or having something to look forward to, in a way, I could say, is what fuels us to keep going. It's what fuels us to keep at it. I don't know how to put it, but it's what gives you the fuel to keep living it, to keep trying, to keep dreaming. So just keep dreaming. Don't lose focus of it. No, I have been posting videos, I just don't post about it.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay, then I will let my mom know. You just have to go.
No, the videos have been going up, I just haven't been sharing it on like Instagram or anything like that. But like the videos go up every week, I think.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna let my mom know. She's about to binge watch your YouTube channel like it's a TV show.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Koser dere seg?
So beautiful.
Hold on, we need to...
Hi. Happy New Year to you. Number 21. Comparison is a thief. Focus on your own growth. not comparing yourself to others. This one I will speak from a personal experience of when we were younger, or when I was younger. I experienced a lot of, you should be like that one, or you should be like whoever, or work hard so that you can be like whoever. But now being older, I realized that just robbed me of fully developing into the person that I am, like to fully developing my own personality, because I always tried to see myself through the eyes of somebody else. So comparison is a thief, and I mean this in all aspects. In all aspects, we are always, I don't know, maybe it's like something that's genetically wired in us as human beings, like this whole comparison with others. What is this person doing? Like, before you can, before, what am I trying to say? Stop looking into someone else's cup, trying to see how full their cup is, instead of focusing on how to fill your own cup. Does that make sense? Because you constantly looking at somebody else deprives you of learning how to do, like, your own thing, like deprives you of learning how to fill your own cup. So comparison just robs you of learning the journey. Number 22, seek help when it is needed. And this one, I am talking to my fellow firstborn ladies. Seek help when it is needed. There is strength in asking for help. You're allowed to ask for help. So seek help when it is needed. Because having a strong support system strengthens your journey, strengthens who you are. So ask for help. Don't be shy. Number 23, was it? I think it was number 23 we are on. Forgive yourself. I believe at this point, if you're like me, who's entering your third decade, we've all been through some sort of trauma. We've all made some sort of mistakes. We all have regrets. We all have dumb things that we just wish, we didn't do. So now is the time to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, let it go, and move forward. If there's anybody who's gonna come and try and remind you about it, let them go too. Because in the process of healing, you have to forgive yourself. Number 24, time is precious. And we should really spend it on what matters. We should spend it on not just what matters, but people who matter as well. And this speaks into all the different things that I have mentioned, that I have been reflecting on. What I choose to spend my time on is something that should speak to how I want to shape my future, how I want to shape who I am, I would say, in a way. So time is precious. Be careful what you use it on. Number 25, learn to listen. Understanding others deepens connections. I recently read a book at the end of the year, actually, about this, of listening in a time of anger. And it was a real eye-opener for me, because most of the times I operate from a place of where I want things done the way I want things done. And I'm not sure if others will relate with me on this one, but I often operate from such a place. But then having to learn to listen, even when I don't agree, has helped me understand better, has helped me understand my relationships better. Because I try not to listen from my own point of view, but from their point of view. So learn from me. Try to listen even when you're angry. Number 26. Hard work often pays off. Work hard, play hard, they say it. But I have learned that consistency brings results. So it's not just about working hard of where, I'm going to put, 6 hours in just doing this one thing. Be smart about it too. Are you being productive in those 6 hours? Consistency. Do something that you consistently brings you results. Number 27. It's okay to outgrow things. It's okay to outgrow people. What's the thing that they say? Let go of what no longer serves you, or something like that. The saying goes like. So it's okay. Outgrow people, outgrow things. As I mentioned earlier, I think that was one of my first ones of, when friendships are ending, let it go. Let it go. Number 28, value experiences, because it's experiences that shape who we are more than, what we have does. Me having a television, for example, won't really, how can I put this? I want to compare that to having like the experience of actually watching the television, but I don't know how to put it. But value experiences, because that's how we learn, through experiences. That's how we shape who we become or who we are, through the different experiences that we have. Number 21, be open to love, its forms and what it makes life. When we mention this, like love, I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, but loving yourself, loving your family, loving your friends, like its forms, because love makes life more meaningful. The last one, last but not the least, my number 30 is learning to be enough. Just you are enough. And this is something that you don't have to prove to anybody else, but just knowing that you by yourself, me as myself, me as Tenta Kalunga, I am enough, has helped me show up in the best version of myself, because I take away all the expectations that I think others have for me, or the expectations that I have for myself. So I am enough. Why are you smiling like that?
It's a big smile. But I'm supposing,
That's why I asked you why you smiling like that.
oh, so cute.
Expensive stuff, eh? Saying you drink expensive stuff.
Hennessy, right?
I thought you wanted Jack Daniels or something. Or did you just come to packaging?
Getting ideas, eh?
Special guy.
Yeah, the special guy.
Old phone. That's my old phone. And take it around that. Spain is fine. I was so sick.
Standing down.
Oh my god, this was like a theme song to a famous series in Zambia. Where was that from? Passions. Where was Passions from?
So much.
Where was Passions from?